guys, it's Carolyn with Crafting with Wine, and I wanted to do a quick little tip and how to share. I'm sure most of us already know how to do this, but you'd be amazed at how often I get this question. So I thought I would take 4 or 5 minutes and do a quick share. I've got some snowflakes cut out here with a background layer and the top layer. Now they're not symmetrical, so they have to be lined up when I get ready to adhere these together. So one of the tips that I do is where it's going to be hid, I take my ink pen and make a little mark, and then I turn it over to the one that matches that and make a little mark on that on the back side. So when I've got adhesive on here, I'm not fooling around with it and filling it and wasting time and getting glue everywhere. I know exactly how it's going to line up. And that's not the question I get asked all the time. The question I get asked all the time is about ink blending. So this is 2 tips in one, you could say. And I'm going to use my Memento Gray Flannel ink. And I have a very loved ink blending tool here. And then I just put my ink on there, and I had started this. And so I'm just going to finish it. And I just do this. Just get into the little cracks and crevices the best way that I can. Just rub it on the edge, and it comes over to the front a little bit, and I don't mind that. Sometimes I make sure that it comes over on the front because that's what the look I'm looking for at the time. And I do this inking my edges is what it's called for a couple different reasons. One is if I want it to look more distressed, I do this. And then the other reason is that I think it might make it look a little more finished, and I will do that as well. So now I'm going to pick up my white piece and do it. This just will make it stand out and look a little more finished when I'm ready to put it all together here. And I'm just trying to get all of the edges, make it work. And especially when you're using colored cardstocks and you have a white core, if you blend the edges with an ink color that's close to the cardstock that you're using, it hides that white core and makes it look very much more finished. So that's a good tip to do. Always ink blend if you're using white core paper, or I think. And I have, you know, lots of different ink pad colors, so I'm able to match my paper most of the time. If not, just stick with one color that you like to use all the time. That will match just about anything. And what I recommend for that is the distress inks. The Vintage Photo is my favorite. So as you can see, that took very little time to do, and it's done and it's ready to be put down. And now I'm going to find my mark, line those up so I know exactly where they go. Let me put the lid back on my ink there and set that to the side. And then because of the design of that snowflake, I will use a little bit of wet glue to adhere that together instead of my tape runner, or glue sticks would work well for this too. And I like using multimedia matte. It's a real good glue. It dries matte so you can't see it if it oozes out at all. And it's a very strong wet glue as well, and I find that it does not wrinkle your paper Okay, don't need much. Here's my marked one again, and I'm going to line it up with my other marked one, and then it gives me a couple moments of wiggle room as well. So there it is. One that's inked and one that I haven't inked yet. And you can tell the difference. Don't you like the inked one better? I do. So thanks for spending a few moments with me with this little quick tidbit of information where you got two in this one video. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and hit the thumbs up. Cheers!